Hey everyone, today I want to talk about a jaw-dropping moment that just happened in Congress, a moment that could have huge consequences for every single American. If you care about healthcare, your hard-earned money, or just want to know where your tax dollars are actually going, you need to hear this. This isn't just another political squabble, this is about the future of our healthcare system and the integrity of our government. So picture this, there's a new healthcare bill on the table, advertised as a way to finally bring down those sky-high costs for everyday Americans. It's being sold as a solution to the crushing medical bills and insurance premiums that so many families are struggling with right now. But buried inside, there's a hidden provision, and it's not there to help you or me. It's the kind of thing you'd only find if you read the fine print, something most people never get to see. Congresswoman Marcy Kaptur from Ohio, she didn't hold back. She stood up and called out this bill right on the House floor, refusing to let it slide by unnoticed. Why? Because 8 Senate Republicans managed to sneak in what's called a CR provision. That's short for continuing resolution. It sounds technical, but what it really means is a loophole that can be used to move money around without much oversight. But here's what it really means. Legal payoffs, disguised as legislative business. It's a way for politicians to reward themselves all under the radar. Let me break it down for you because this is where it gets really wild. Each of those senators could pocket anywhere from $500,000 to, get this, $1.5 million. That's not just a bonus or a campaign donation. That's direct financial gain, written into the law. That's not a typo. That's millions in taxpayer money, funneled straight to their own accounts, while the rest of us are still stressing about medical bills and insurance premiums. Imagine working overtime just to pay for your family's prescriptions, while politicians are quietly making themselves richer. And you know what? This isn't some mistake or oversight. This is intentional. It's a calculated move, hidden in the complexity of legislative language, hoping no one will notice. This is straight-up corruption, spelled out in black and white. It's the kind of thing we expect to see in movies about crooked governments, not in our own Congress. It's lawmakers using their power to reward themselves, while pretending the bill is about helping struggling families. They're making deals in back rooms, while families across the country are making impossible choices between rent and medicine. Let's be real, this isn't leadership. This is a betrayal of public trust, plain and simple. This is power serving itself. It's politicians and insiders celebrating their own victories, while the people they're supposed to represent are left out in the cold. Billionaires and politicians cashing in, while the rest of us get left behind. The gap between those in power and ordinary Americans just keeps getting wider. The message couldn't be clearer. When those in charge put their own interests first, the entire system is broken. It's a warning sign that our democracy's at risk if we don't demand better. We need to put a stop to these backroom deals and tax breaks for the already rich. We need to demand transparency, accountability, and real reform. Legislation is supposed to serve all of us, not just the people who write the rules. It's time for our voices to be heard and for our leaders to remember who they work for. There's that old saying, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. We're seeing that play out in real time, right before our eyes. Well, we're watching that happen, right now, live on the Senate floor. This isn't just history, it's happening in our lifetimes, and it affects every one of us. If you're as shocked as I am, now's the time to pay attention. Stay informed. Don't let these stories slip by unnoticed. Share them, talk about them, and make sure your friends and family know what's really going on. Hold our leaders accountable. Use your voice, your vote, and your power as a citizen to demand better from those in office. And if you want more updates, breakdowns, and the real story behind the headlines, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're here to keep you informed and empowered, because knowing what's really happening is the first step to changing it. Together we can make a difference, one informed citizen at a time.
The gentleman from West Virginia yields back. The gentleman from Oklahoma reserves. The gentlelady from Connecticut is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I yield 1 minute to the gentlewoman from Ohio, the distinguished ranking member of the Energy and Water Subcommittee, Ms. Kaptur.
The gentlelady from Ohio is recognized for 1 minute.
I thank the ranking member for yielding, Congresswoman DeLauro. Congress today should vote for affordable health insurance for Americans and reduce its rising costs. Instead, in the dead of night, 8 Senate Republicans slipped into this bill a payola for themselves, literally raking millions of dollars to themselves. This payola, it's called corruption. corruption. Millions of taxpayer dollars now are slated for Senators Graham, Hagerty, Hawley, Sullivan, Tuberville, Johnson, Loomis, and Blackburn. Each is teed up to personally rake in a minimum of $500,000 up to $1.5 million. Meanwhile, the American people need more affordable health insurance, but these senators, with their House allies, are lining their own pockets. I say no more tax breaks to billionaires and no payoffs to U.S. senators. This is what happens when power serves itself instead of the people. This isn't leadership, it's corruption disguised as legislation. Will the gentleman yield me 10 seconds?
The gentlewoman's time has expired.
No? Let's cleanse America of
gentlewoman's time has
disgusting
expired.
corruption. Power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely.
The gentleman from Connecticut reserves. The gentleman from Oklahoma is recognized.
Thank you.